Hi, welcome back. We are discussing some of my cheapest beauty products in my collection today, and not just every single cheap beauty product, but the ones that I truly use on a daily basis. These are products that I will tend to pick over my high-end products, and I thought it would just be helpful to kind of curate some of these products and share them with you all. Obviously, they can be found at the drugstore. A lot of these can also be found on Amazon. So, yeah, I just wanted to switch things up. I know sometimes I can do like a very heavily focused high-end type video, so I wanted to throw in a mix, and I thought that this would be a very helpful style video. So we're going to talk about, yeah, everything that I use in my daily life that is super inexpensive. Also, I really hope my hair is radiating like Meghan Markle day off vibes and not just lazy YouTuber who refuses to do her hair vibes, because that's actually what it's what it is, and I can never tell how my hair translates on camera, so we're just gonna roll with it. First up, this is probably not only my most used, but also probably out of all the things I'm going to talk about, one of the definitely least expensive items. This is something I have been using since I was probably about 20 years old. I remember Emily Noel talking about this, and I never went back, and it's the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. If you are an OG subscriber of my channel, you know this is pretty much the only eyebrow gel I ever talk about. It lasts so long. I'm pretty sure the last time I talked about this particular tube, I talked about how it was very much expired and I needed to get a new one, but there is still like half a tube of product left in here, and there's no telling how long I've had this. It works just as good as high-end eyebrow gels. Anastasia eyebrow gel, I think that it actually holds a little bit better. So if you need just a good classic eyebrow gel that actually holds, I mean, this will definitely hold your brows in place. You can definitely get a little heavy-handed with it, and you can get like some pretty stiff eyebrows. But especially if you have the longer eyebrow style, this can definitely hold them in place, and it is so inexpensive. Sometimes Ulta has it on sale for like $2.99. So this is definitely my number one pick. Not very exciting, but very useful. So I actually have a couple of other NYX products to talk about. I would say NYX and Neutrogena are one of the more commonly used brands for me at the drugstore. And again, I would say this is probably runner-up on a most used product for me, and it's the NYX Slim Lip Pencils. These are just their old school lip pencils that they have had for years and years and years and years. They just are consistently my favorite because not only do I really like the color selection, I think that they have a very good lasting power. And as most of you will know, my most used shade is the shade beige. And the way I discovered this was back in the day when I first started doing makeup for people in my city. I needed some pretty inexpensive lip products just to get my kit going, and I just remember purchasing a few of these NYX lip pencils. And back then, I think these were the only lip pencils that they had, and I ended up picking up the shade beige, and every time I would use it on someone, I would be mesmerized. I loved the way that it made the lips look fuller, but just in such a natural way. And so this has been a lip liner that I have consistently repurchased again since I was probably like 19, 20 years old. And not only that, I love the shade Nude Beige. I have the shade, I think this shade's literally just called Nude. Well, never mind, it was Nude Beige. Nude Beige is one of my favorites because it's a spot-on dupe for one of my other favorite lip liners, which is Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. I would say I either use my NYX lip pencils or my Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. Two very different price points. I think the Charlotte Tilbury ones are almost $30, and these are generally buy one get one half off, and I think the most I've ever seen these be is $4.99 at the most. So yeah, these lasting power, great, really good color selection. Like I said, Nude Beige is one of my favorites. My all-time favorite is Beige. It's kind of a pearlescent shade. It does have a bit of shimmer in it, which you wouldn't think would look good, but just trust me, it looks so pretty on the lips. And then a couple others are Natural and Peekaboo Neutral if you like something that has more of a little bit more of a pinky undertone to it. So this is a product that is probably the latest addition to my collection that I use daily or weekly. And I realized after filming one of my videos the other day where I talked about the Glossier Sky Washes that this product is actually a much better performing dupe for those. And it's something that I have been using for several months now, and I think it is a great performing product, especially if you are into super quick eye looks. And it's the Ulta Beauty Matte Cream Eyeshadow. Now, I only own one of these, so I can only speak to this particular color. This shade is called Game Over. It's very similar to the Glossier Sky Wash that I used in my video the other day called Pebble. So this is a very pigmented cream eyeshadow. It's very creamy. It glides on easily, but once it is set, it is set. Like, it's not going anywhere on your eyes. And that's something that I felt the Glossier ones lacked a little bit. They definitely don't have the lasting power that this formula has. These are $8.50 and the Glossier ones I think are $18. So yeah, most days I love this Pebble tone shade. I just throw it on my lid and then blend it out with my finger, add mascara, and I'm out the door. It's a very nice subtle shade. So I do intend on picking up more shades in these, but this was just my little tester guy and it's kind of stuck with me. Switching back over to another recent addition to my daily makeup game and something that I really did not think I would ever be using again. And it's the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye liquid eyeliner. Now, my entire life, I've never really been a huge liquid eyeliner fan. I generally would gravitate towards the gel, like the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liners, but I just saw this in the store one day and it really kind of just stuck out to me because it was a brown liquid eyeliner, and I feel like more commonly you'll see black or like a navy blue. So I just decided to pick it up because I thought, yeah, you know, like I'm kind of getting back into a little bit of the kitten flick game, and this would just be something that would be super quick to apply. I also felt like I needed to improve my winged liner, like liquid liner skills anyways. So I got this and I love it. It lasts on my hooded eyelids. It doesn't crease onto the mobile part of my lid. It's this really pretty, like warm brown shade. So it's not just this overwhelming jet black tone. And it just works so good. It's really precise. I have been very impressed by it, and it's been something that I have, like I've mentioned in a few videos, Will and I have been living part-time in Nashville basically for the past several months while he finishes up his degree, and there have been several occasions where I have not even brought eyeshadow. I've just brought this to use as a winged liner and my mascara, and I think it adds just this nice classic posh style look. Of course, I realize that winged eyeliner is not for everyone watching, but just wanted to give this a shout out. If you, you know, if you like winged eyeliner, you want to get back into it, this is a really good one. So the next product is not going to come as a shock to probably anyone watching this who is familiar with my channel. This is my favorite drugstore foundation or base product, and it's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Skin Tint. For me, this is one of the most beautiful, not just drugstore products, but just all around skin products, base products. It is so forgiving. It has this unique gel formula that just looks like skin. I love wearing this. Every time I put it on, I feel like it's just a very high-end luxe BB cream, I guess, is something that I could compare it to coverage-wise, because it is on the lighter coverage side which most of you know I enjoy. But something about this formula is wonderful. It supposedly has hyaluronic acid in it, and it says it moisturizes and plumps the skin for 24 hours. And I will say the reason why I do gravitate towards it so much is because I think it does give you a very youthful appearance. So if you have not tried this out, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. I also really enjoy the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I think these are very similar. This one has a little bit more coverage to it. But out of the two, I would hands down go for the Tint because it just has this unique formula that's unlike anything I've ever used. And it's ride or die. If Neutrogena ever gets rid of this, I will be so pissed. Swinging it back around to NYX, we have the Butter Glosses. These are just, again, a formula that I feel like it's just a step above what you would expect from the drugstore. Again, very iconic formula from not only NYX, but just at the drugstore in general. These have been around for years, and I feel like I have never heard one negative comment about these products. And I recently purchased a lip gloss from M Cosmetics. It very much reminded me of the formula of the Butter Glosses. I can't remember what the lip gloss is called, but I think it's like a lip gel or cushion. Whatever the M Cosmetics lip glosses are, you get what I'm saying here. Very much reminded me of the NYX Butter Glosses. These have such a non-sticky feel to them, great color selection, and just overall really look just gorgeous on the lips. One of my favorite shades is Madeline. It's like the perfect nude tone. It doesn't really go with my lip color today, but I'm going to put it on anyways. But yeah, there's just great lip gloss selection. Again, these are ones that I started out keeping in my kit, and I still have these in my kit. So Butter Glosses, hands down. My favorite shade is this one right here. It is called Madeline, and it is the perfect nude lip gloss. Some of you guys like to make fun of me for these next products, but you know what? I'm not ashamed. They are ride or die. They are lovely, and they are the Burt's Bees lip shimmers. So and I mean, I make fun of myself obviously when I use these because they do have this metallic finish to them, and they almost are reminiscent a little bit of like a frosty 80s lipstick. But something about the shades and just the formula, it just looks so, it's almost like that lip liner from NYX that I was talking about. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, a little bit of a pearlescent finish, but it really just makes the lips pop. But sometimes when I use these in videos, I'll get the comment like, whoa, 80s throwback. But I don't care. I love them. They are not only really pretty, but they are obviously a lip balm formula, so they're very comfortable. They have this minty feeling to the lips also, which I think provides a little bit of like that plumping effect. Not in an uncomfortable way, but just a formula that I really enjoy, I appreciate. Again, these have been around for such a long time. I can remember being a kid and seeing these at the drugstore. So yeah, I really enjoy these. If you're a lip balm style person, I think you will too. All right, and finally, my last product is my favorite mascara, and this is the Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara. It is very basic looking. It does not look special or flashy or fancy at all like a lot of drugstore mascaras do, but I think it is really effective. Mascaras are very subjective though, because I feel like just the different bristles work with different lash styles. I have very sparse lashes. They're not very voluminous. They aren't very curled. And for me, I feel like traditional mascara brushes work best for me. So I'm talking like the actual mascara brushes that feel like natural hairs, as opposed to like the rubber bristled mascara brushes. So that's why I think I like this. It's very similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex one. I used to love that one back in the day, but this is kind of just like a spot on dupe for it at the drugstore. So, and I know a lot of people like L'Oreal Lash Paradise because it's also a dupe for the Too Faced one, but for some reason, I think the formula on the CoverGirl one works better for me. So this is one that I continuously repurchase and that always works for me. All right, so I think that's it. Those are the products that I use the most frequently in my collection that are very inexpensive, pretty affordable. Most of these you can find at any drugstore, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. Most of these should probably also be on Amazon. So I hope you enjoyed learning about some of my affordable gems that are staples in my collection. Let me know what your most staple product is that's affordable. I always like reading your recommendations down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.